Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. My name is Kenny and today we are in the garden again, and it's a little bit overcast here. More than likely we will be getting a good hard shower here in the next half hour or so, so that'll be a good thing. We've not had a whole lot of rain, but right now I want to really just show you how I prune my tomato plants. There's no big amount of ways that one can prune a tomato plant. Basically, there's just a couple of things that you can do to prune your plants, and I want to show you what they are. So you hang around and we're going to prune some tomato plants. All right, folks. I want to show you really basically, like I said earlier, there's hardly any differences as to how to really prune a tomato plant. The variety that I grow here, these are the large pink brandywine, and pruning a tomato is no really big deal. It's just a matter of keeping the suckers out. Now if you don't know what you're doing and you're not really careful, you can do a lot of damage to your tomato plant and actually cause it to be very unproductive if you don't know what you're doing. Now this right here, I've got my scissor pointed to it. This right here is what everyone knows is a sucker. And right here next door to him is another one, as you can see. But right here is your bloom. And if you're not careful, you're going to, if that bloom is not in full bloom, there's a good chance you can really mistakenly take it out. And that's how you can do more harm than good. You could take that out. If you take your bloom out thinking that it's a sucker, your tomato plants will be completely barren. They will not produce anything. So you need to know the difference between the bloom and the sucker. And the difference being is, let me take this one out. Just clip it off with a scissor. It's so easy. And right here's another one. Take it off. Now there's my tomato. It's already about 2 inches in diameter. Now up here in the top of this, you will notice there's a ton of blooms in the top. You can see them. Those are the ones that you don't want to touch because those produce your tomatoes. But the suckers, you do want to get those things out. Now, this is a variety that grows really large. Sometimes the fruit can grow up to 2 pounds. And they can go anywhere from 6 to 8 feet tall. I usually keep mine about 5 feet. I keep them about 5 feet. Now over here is a ton of suckers, and I'm going to be taking these out. And another thing, right here is a large one. He's very long overdue to be taken out. So we get him out of there very quick like. You don't want to have, I'm getting ready here, I don't want to take the leaves off just yet. But a good practice is when you're growing tomatoes is that you don't want to have a lot of leaves. Now I will be taking a lot of leaves out of these plants in the very near future, because if you want big fruit, if you want a large tomato from your vines, you don't need a lot of leaves, because the leaves, if you have a lot of leaves, especially right on into time when the tomatoes are beginning to really get toward turning the color, the change of color, you want to take out the leaves, because as many as you can, not all of them, but a good percentage of your leaves, you want to take them out, because you want a lot of tomatoes and you want good size. You want good size. But if you have a ton of leaves, your tomatoes will not be large. Now, I've discovered that over the years. So you want to take out a lot of leaves. Now, I'm not going to take out a lot here, but I will be taking out quite a few more later, because I know that the leaves actually will do more harm than good if they're kept on during the growing time of your tomatoes. So that is one of the things that I really truly try to keep in practice. Now, right here is a very large sucker, and he's long overdue, but he's going down. We take him out. Now, that tomato plant he will be able to breathe, because you've opened him up with taking the suckers out and removing some of the leaves. That's very important when it comes to really a good harvest with your tomatoes. Now, these are blooming all over. I have got 47 plants here, and these are really, really blooming well. And I'll be honest with you folks, there is no big secret to pruning tomato plants. You just got to know what to cut out and what to leave in. Those two principles are basically all you need to know, and the principles that you need to follow. Know what to cut out and know what to leave in. And that basically is it when it comes to pruning your tomato plants. So I thought I would share that with you, and we will be taking out a ton of leaves here in the not too distant future, because my tomatoes are beginning to set on real well, and I've got to go through the entire patch here and get the suckers out of them. So we thought we would share this with you, these few little tips that we have given you, and we hope that you've enjoyed it. So if you enjoy these videos, and we certainly would like to thank you for viewing our videos, if you like them, why don't you let us hear from you with your comments, as well as let us go ahead and click that like button, and we would certainly appreciate it. And while you're at it, you can subscribe to the channel, and that would help us out a little bit. So you have a wonderful, blessed day, and we will talk to you